Hello, my name is Prime Thor, and welcome to another video of mine. So today we're going to look at the development update for World War III that is developed by Farm 51 and is going to be published now by My Games. If you didn't know, originally World War III was only be developed by Farm 51 and published as well by them. But of course, with the horrible launch and the mixed negativity of reviews and all that stuff boggled down together, eventually they took it off the market. It originally was priced for $30 USD, and from there, they what they did is when they took it off, whoever had the game so far, who bought it before they took it off, they could still play it, which is cool. I haven't really played this. I wish I did. Unfortunately, when this game was on, I didn't have a PC at the time. I wanted one, so late last year, around November, I finally built my PC so I could finally play these games. And if I wish I got this game earlier, so I could play it and experience this. But I am super excited for this game. It looks, from what I've been seeing, from people talking about it, like Big Fry TV, Blue the Robot, Abel Green, and Durag, they say this game has a lot of potential. This game is great. It just needs to be worked on and polished a lot more. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at the trailer here, and we're gonna pause it and play it at certain points of the trailer so I can give you my thoughts and opinions on it, and we'll see from here. All right, let's start it.
War is on the horizon. World War III is now in full development at
I do like the when you spawn in with weapon inspections. I thought that was cool, little touch there. Um, but yeah, that's nice touch. I also like the little suppressor up there and the grip and all that. I know that this game does have a huge weapon customization system, and I do love that. I wish more games had that. I believe that Tarkov and Modern Warfare has the best versions of those, but of course Tarkov is king, and we'll see how this game goes from there.
the Farm 51, and the team is working hard to bring you an unparalleled online multiplayer first-person shooter experience. Today, we wanted to show you how the game is shaping up by
I do like the thermals in this game. It's cool. I just wish, because I operated the M1 Abrams and I've used its thermals and stuff. The thermals are cool. It's not like this though. It is basically a white and black hot. What I mean by white and black hot. So if this whole situation right here would have been black, and you see like the highlighted thermals right here, this would have been all white. Or if it was white hot, this would be all white, and the sun rays would be black. So if you played like Battlefield 4 or 3 with thermals on there, you'll see what I'm talking about.
revealing some of the new features and changes we've been working on,
But I will admit, I did like that viewpoint from the tank.
with many inspired by feedback from our players. A massive global conflict is at the heart.
I've heard that people like this map a lot. I'm excited to start playing these maps and test them out for myself, and I probably will enjoy them. Just the other thing too is that we need something to keep playing before Battlefield 2042, and I believe that's going to kind of throw this game off a little bit from its player base. Is 2042 coming out, but we'll see in the future.
Part of the World War III experience, with battles taking place in major cities across the world. We've optimized many of these maps to enhance your multiplayer experience, improving navigation, select areas, and making them more interesting battlegrounds.
I do like that, how they have these key points on the map that so let's just say let's push this back just a little bit. So like this right here, right? So if you're like a general player, because most people are not going to pay attention to the map, right? Or above where the compass is, and it will display the names. Most people are like, oh, I'm in the building by the crashed helicopter, or where the helicopter's ceiling, I'm right by there. And people immediately want to snap to that location and try to assist you over there, which I think is pretty cool, like good stuff over here. Because if you play like Call of Duty, um, or Battlefield, sometimes their key points of where some stuff is they don't understand, or if you say where's B, people have to look at their screen or their mini map, and I feel like this is a nice little extra touch to help assist players in finding where they need to be and where they need to go, and to help their squad mates.
Battlegrounds. And despite the changes, we've stayed.
I do. If we go back a little bit here, it's right here. Oh, we'll go a little forward.
And
I do like the recoil here. Depending on what his gun. Let's see here. See if it's actually gonna.
interesting battlegrounds. And
Yeah, it looks like he has like a Uzi. Looks like a Uzi with no grip. So yeah.
despite the changes, we've stayed.
Yeah, that recoil would be horrendous if he had no grip on there. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that recoil system they got going on for these guns.
True to the real-world geography of these cities. Sometimes, a bullet is all that stands between you and
And I do like that their reload damage, because I like I'm a I'm a reload nut. I like to practice different reloads. I like to see different reloads and try out some new ones. Like, when you use an AK and you use the other mag to flip off the mag that's already inserted into the gun, you put that mag you used to flip that mag off, and you put that in. Like that a lot. I do like the reloads they are showing off, but of course, I hope one game in the future will allow you to have different reload options on your gun, which would be a cool idea.
victory. As part of our mission to improve the general feel of firing weapons in World War III, we've altered and improved gunplay and certain player animations. You'll notice
I do like that when you pick up the gun and you have
certain player animation.
have to actually cycle the bolt, because you don't know if it actually was used. Because in real world, yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing you have to do. Because if you're just picking up a gun and you don't know if it has a round in or not, you pull the bolt, right? And you make sure there's a round in there ready to go. Rock and roll. It's like the mechanics. Like, yeah, it's like a mechanics gloves. I don't know if they've been licensed or not, but I like that. That's a cool touch.
You'll notice this when your weapon recoils.
And the recoil here for the SIG, I believe.
You'll notice
That is beefy. That is a beefy boy, and that recoil would be horrendous, even for hipfire. It would not be fun to control that for a Saiga.
this when your weapon recoils, when throwing grenades, moving.
And I guess what one dev said in Fry's chat was that this was him right here, right? And so he accidentally hit the
Throwing grenades.
sprint button when he was throwing the grenades, so it kind of made the throwing grenade wonky. Because if you saw, he threw it and they immediately went up to gun up, and then of course he ran. So that, of course, by the end here, they're probably going to polish it all and make it look a lot nicer. Of course, with the little patches here and there when the game does eventually come out. But yeah, that's some nitty gritty nitpicking stuff here we're just looking at, trying to find out so the devs can know more about it.
Using gadgets, and so much more. Also, weapon scopes have undergone a big revamp to meet.
I do like the scopes, how the hybrid scopes, those are pretty cool. I like them. That's cool that it takes a little bit of time to switch between them, which should be needed, because it does take a little bit of time to use a hybrid scope to go from one side to another and readjust your eye, and I like that. And I also like that little bullet there, that little attention detail, yeah.
Modern military state.
Oh yeah, this is what I want to talk about here a little bit. So, I don't know if there's a guy below him shooting here, but the way the bullets are shooting
Undergone a big revamp to meet modern military.
Yeah, that did not look right. I did not like that.
On a big revamp to meet modern military.
Yeah, I did not. I hope that's patched, because if hopefully someone was down there shooting, but that's how it looks from some of these guns. They need to fix that. But I know this is a pre-build, so a lot of this stuff probably hopefully is patched and smoothed out. But of course, right here, how everything looks so far in the game, it looks really well polished and really well done. It almost looks even better than some AAA games. I'm going to point that out there. I feel like this small team, or this team doing it, the publisher for my games, if more people see this, yeah, it's going to be great. And also, if they do drop this to console, That'd be great too to get them more people with their eyes on it and more people to play. Which that's all we want for these games, right? We don't want them to be successful if they do show the hard work, and I want success for this game after what they've been showing us so far with this video they released.
Standards. One of our goals with World War III.
I like that though. I like how you can drop in your tank and use it. I know some games like Battlefield that you have to go to a spawn point to unlock it, but I do like how that is. I really do.
3 is to offer realistic simulations.
I do hope with
Simulation.
Hold on one second, sorry. I hope that with
To offer
with like tanks and stuff there is a armor system, so if you hit it from the side, it'll take less damage. From the rear, of course, it could take a lot of damage. Of course, if you do hit like tires and stuff, hopefully that will remove the mobility, but we will see. I know this game, as of right now, is showing off as like between casual and hardcore type of thing. I do like that. I also like the time to kill they've been showing off throughout this trailer. I do like that a lot. Maybe the time to kill for the armor vehicles are gonna be maybe quicker. I don't know yet, but we'll see.
Realistic simulations with an altogether enjoyable experience. We call this playable realism. Gameplay features that enhance believability and immersion without hindering the fun.
I do like that. I do like this. That's cool. I like that a lot.
Thrilling gameplay.
Hold on 1 second.
As you can see, there are a
Hello. Love you, buddy.
lot of things you can look forward to.
Love you, buddy.
Adapting your tactics to match your enemy on the battlefield is critical to success. The backpack feature lets you change and tweak your...
I do like this. If you don't know from Battlefield 2042, if you saw the gameplay reveal, like it was kind of weird how they did it. Everything is stepped on, but if you look at this,
your loadout on the fly, letting you switch up your...
it makes it a lot smoother transition. It actually thinks that you're actually putting the attachments on, and I like that a lot. That's one thing I do like about this game more than Battlefield is the way they did their backpack system, and I like how for the backpack system you have to put stuff into your backpack attachments to allow them to be customized on the fly in game. I like that a lot.
strategy even in the heart of battle. Whether you need a better scope for long-distance reconnaissance, a silencer to take out stragglers quietly, or an underslung shotgun for close combat, your backpack is an invaluable addition to your combat gear. An improved movement system was...
I do like how that grenade throw is, how animation and stuff, but I feel like it should be a little bit more smoother if you get what I mean.
a hot request from our community and testers.
And I like that double sprint from Modern Warfare. I like that a lot. I wish more games had that. That is awesome. I'm glad they have it in the game.
And we're thrilled to reveal it for the first time. When you're weaving your way through gunfights in the middle of massive cities.
And I'm also happy. Let's get.
And you're weaving your way through
I like how they have the backwards prone. I like that a lot. That's cool. I was glad Battlefield 5 had that in there, but it can be wonky at times, so we'll see.
Gunfights in the middle of massive cities. You need to be quick and...
I don't like how long that slide is. I want it to be a little bit more shorter. Because I know it looks like you're just sliding on if you put like wax on a floor and you just, or grease and you're just sliding across the floor, but you know, it's just nitpicking here.
Of massive cities, you need to be quick and...
Because I feel like you shouldn't be sliding that far, but that's just me.
Adaptable. Stay on your toes with these traversal features.
Yeah, like that little point right here, how he slid to his buddy. I just want to be a little bit more shorter.
Traversal features. You have a range of vehicles at your disposal in World War III. They can be used to help you get around or fight back against the enemy.
I do like that. I do like how that is how they do that in World War III is if you're shooting at your viewport from your tank gets hit, it will crack.
Fight back against.
Like that. I like that. I like that a lot. That's actually pretty awesome. Um, I like that though. I don't like how it goes from the third person viewpoint a little bit though.
Fight back
Like here, I don't like that a little bit, but it is what it is. I wish it would just be cracking
against.
right here. But I get why they did that. 'Cause it's to kind of balance out. So if your viewport gets shot, you know you're losing your sight completely, no matter which viewpoint, which I'm okay with. I do like this touch though. I really do. It makes you actually think that you can shoot a tank's viewpoint or any vehicle's viewport and they're gonna be blinded, and that's gonna be a major hindrance to people using it.
The enemy. We've been working on new effects.
Yeah, like that right there. How immediately hit the crack.
Against the enemy. We've been
It took so much damage that now it's like this.
working on new
I like that. And I wonder if if you get another shot, it goes out black completely, which that's awesome.
effects, collision models, and stability when operating a vehicle, offering a much smoother driving experience. Additional vehicle features are under development and will be revealed in the near future. There's a wealth of customization options.
I do like that. I like how you can customize your operator almost completely and show how you want to show it. That's awesome. Um, as I'm looking through this right here, it says unlock level not set, so it looks like you have to be a certain level to unlock stuff. So it looks like there will be some actual rank required to unlock stuff, and also there's two different currencies up here that you're gonna have to one premium and one in game, and I think that's cool that you have to actually have your rank to unlock stuff to make your operator look a little cooler.
Customization options in World
I do like that though. That's awesome.
War 3 to help.
Let me go back just a little bit. Here it is. So as we could see here, looks like you can have 3 different character slots for 3 different characters for how you want to look them. So sometimes if you want to have an all black character to kind of blend in with dark areas, you know, CQC and all that. But I do like that you can have different flags for your character, which guy you want, different faces, of course. That's great though. I like that. I like that. You can, oh, that's so awesome. You can show off go down to your character to the nitty gritty, and I like that. You can have different, yeah, can have dirty faces and dirty body parts. That's awesome. I like that.
To help kit out your character. Guns, accessories, gadgets, strikes, and vehicles.
That's awesome. I like that. And obviously, as you can tell right here, there is different blueprints. I think that's what they're calling it. Yeah, blueprints of different vehicles and different weapons that you can use different attachments. Because hopefully you can also save your blueprints, which that'd be cool. I want that to happen. I also hope for like your tanks or whatever, you can customize the name of it. That would be sweet. And of course, you get right here the pros and cons of that different attachments and stuff. So as you can see here, it's a heavy main battle tank, 120 millimeter caliber, strong side armor. Then you see medium back armor and low mobility, which is cool. I like those stats showing off. But as we found out from Modern Warfare to Cold War, there should be like a how much percentage it's affecting your stats, which that'd be cool if they added that in later.
Change your loadouts however you like and make it personal. The possibilities.
I do like they had these different classes here. Like you can all these loadouts. There's so many different loadouts you can use, which is great because you do want your different loadouts on the fly to different on the battle, and I like that a lot.
The possibilities are.
And because also your loadouts do matter. So let's say you want to switch from marksman to a support, or from a support to anti-tank, depending on the situation of the battle. I do like that a lot because you know in Modern Warfare classes don't really mean anything except only to use different weapons, and we all know that. But this actually does mean something, and I like that a lot.
Possibilities are nearly endless. Finally, we've been
I do like this UI. The UI looks clean. It looks nice. Um, Not too much on screen, which I do like a lot. I just don't want to be so over clevered with information that I get lost. But I also do like how the map is looking right now with the different stuff here, and you can also see the armor, high armor. I don't know. It looks like high armor with low headgear, but this is high mobility, so it looks like he's wearing a high mobility kit, which is great. But yeah, I like that a lot. Only has FMJ, so I wonder if that's also we can switch the calibers of the weapons from FMJ to 300 Blackout to all that. That'd be cool.
Designing elements of the UI for better.
And then this is, for me, it's great seeing all this, but I wish all this would be pushed over a little bit more. That's just me though. I like everything to be a little bit more spread, but I just don't want so much stuff clustered over here. But it's good though. It's good as it can get. Also glad to see the health bars for each part of the vehicle. That's cool. And I'm glad, and of course you can see your different kill streaks down here on the bottom, which is good.
Clarity and to provide you with more information mid-game. The menus have been optimized with unnecessary elements being removed and navigation.
I do like how that map looks. Let's go back a little bit. Yeah, like this looks nice. I like it. I wonder if like these bright spots are for like lights and stuff. It looks like it is, or daylight coming through. That's cool. I like that. A little bit more situational awareness on the map if you want to look at it and see where stuff's at.
Removed and navigation and
this too, you can kind of see the buildings and stuff. That's cool. And the hangars over here. I like that a lot. I do. I think that's a nice little touch here.
loadout viewing being a much smoother experience. The in-game heads-up display has been heavily reworked so you can master the battlefield with even more details at your disposal. Take advantage of new information layers, including a detailed mini-map for better navigation and enemy spotting. With a reworked deployment system, you can stay in the action and maintain tactical control when you're taken out. Make sure you spawn in the right place at the right moment. And speaking of being taken out, we've added a kill cam. Learn
I do like that, the kill cam thing.
from your mistakes and use this.
I do like that. That's nice to have because I know in the original game I was told that there wasn't a kill cam. I do like that. I like the little stuff here, and of course what's cool about this game is it'll tell you where you hit at and tell where you're doing damage at because their armor with what they're wearing. Of course you can see what their attachments are for their weapon, which is great. But I like that though. I like that. Like, it gives you a little bit more information of how people lived and stuff. So that's cool.
Wisdom to strike back.
I don't know if you saw that real quick. Dilrag, you died. You died, man. You're in the trailer.
That's all for now. We can't wait for you to get your hands on all this amazing content. In the meantime,
Oh, who's that? Who's that right there? Who's that? Who's that?
in the meantime, keep an eye
Hold on, I gotta go back a little further.
hands on all this amazing
Who's that right there? That's Blue. What are you doing into that? Huh? What are you doing, buddy? I see you. I see you.
content. In the meantime, keep an eye out on the official World War III website for the latest.
And since they're just showing off things here at the end here, I wonder if they're gonna have executions in the game, because that'd be kind of cool. I like that because he went up behind him and he was thinking about doing the execution, and just hit the melee button and killed him.
3 website for the latest news and updates. Thanks for watching. Fallout.